Today is practice number 8.
Yes, sir.
Fall camp. So about a week into fall camp, how have the quarterbacks started to separate themselves in terms of qualities on the field and off the field?
Oh, the leadership's been great. The huddle command has been great. We got 2 kids, and really all 5 of them are doing a really nice job. The top 2, kind of neck and neck as we get through kind of the foundation of our offense. We got a big day. Tomorrow's a kind of a light load tomorrow at practice, and then Saturday we're going to roll the ball out with some situations and see who performs with huddle command, play clock, audibles pre-snap, and then obviously, playmaking ability with finding launch points. But so far so good, Gabe.
And said that both quarterbacks have different personalities than both quarterbacks last year. Can you kind of go into more detail of how Martin and Mandel carry themselves differently than maybe Warner and Conklin did last year? Yeah,
with leadership, we want focus, we want consistency with that stuff. The 2 guys that we got right now are a little bit different. Our program is elevated just with another season with the coaching staff. The off-season standards have been raised. The leadership's been great. Both of them went through a really good spring ball and summer ball and are out here, and everything's the 2nd or 3rd time that we've been doing it. So there's better football going on all around. The personalities, those will always change as kids come and go, but the leadership's been great.
And then my last question, referring to Entz again on Monday, he said that Martin has some catching up to do with the playbook. How is he doing with that? Because he might have to start in a few weeks. How is he going to be able to grasp all the concepts you have in the playbook in just a few months?
He lives it every day. He's in my office almost when I get there in the morning. If that's 5:30, he's usually there, and so is Jaden, and they're drawing up the plays. He's a 10 out of 10 on buy-in to what this game takes, what a quarterback position takes, what Fresno deserves. He's a 10 out of 10 on those. Yep.
Coach, any highlights or anything catch your eye about today's practice in particular?
Highlights. I remember the lowlights right away. The highlights, there was good. A little QB run game went in today. Some 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 run game. I thought that we handled the fronts and, Coach Benedetto's defense decent in those sessions. On the other hand, we did 4 2-minute drives. No timeouts, got to score situations. We were 0 for 4. Look forward to watching that film and seeing how we could have been better. But there were no assignment errors. We didn't waste any time. The young men are executing at a high level. We just got to put them in situations to be successful. But the buy-in, the assistant coaches are doing a really nice job at preparing a team to win football games however we can. Run game, pass game, situationally, our young men will be ready to play ball.
From a coordinator's perspective, what are some trends that have caught your eye from the other positions over camp, besides quarterback?
O-line, we're growing every day. We're kind of a mix and match O-line. We got 2 tackles back that are huge for us. But in the middle, we got some rotational guys that are really growing up. Kind of the names are rising up every day in terms of kind of who we think might be the guy for us. But there's 5, 6 names in the middle that keep getting better, and even our substitute tackles are showing us that we can count on them if and when needed this season. The backfield, with Rayshon and Bryson out here, kind of in the first aid jersey, the young guys are getting a lot of reps, figuring out who can be 3, 4, 5, 6 for us, because we all know that running backs do take a beating in the Pac-12. That's coming up for us. In the receiver room, jersey number 5, Josiah, stands out right away, but we're making plays and we're growing up along with that. We want to be about 7 deep on that travel roster. We got 9 guys that are kind of battling for those 7 spots on that bus. Tight end room, very pleased, right? We get Gavin Correa coming back pretty soon. He's got a tweak. He's dealing with a little hamstring. He's jogging around, about to start taking some really valuable reps for us. The top 5 guys at tight end are really standing out as well, with some young guys that we're coaching up. It's a race to maturity with that 3rd huddle. If 10 guys get it right and 1 doesn't, it looks pretty bad. So we're trying to get all 11 on the same page.
Rayshon and Bryson, they missed a lot of spring ball with injuries. Are they fully caught up in terms of energy and health level right now?
I'd like to think so. It would surprise me if they're not. The assignment sound. They're both very good leaders for us, and they're young. They're young. Coach Walton, his staff has those guys ready to go. I trust they will be.
Coach, with Julie Skillick, making some eye-popping moves this spring camp, or this fall camp, Coach has been mentioning his name. What is his potential if he is kind of going this way right now in his 2nd year?
Sky's the limit for him. I think that young man can play football for a long time. We're really excited about him as a coaching staff. ball in hand talent. He demonstrated that at the high school level. We knew what we had. You guys saw a little bit of that in the Arizona Bowl, where he came in and played really tough, and I was really excited for him to get those banked reps under his belt. He can be as good as any back out here on the West Coast if he keeps his head down and works. Got to clean up the fundamentals. The alignment errors that happen, the blitz pickup errors that happen. But when it's a run play and he's getting the ball, his vision is fantastic, and he's very talented with the ball in his hand.
So you mentioned that with the running back room. How much you mentioned that blitz pickup, that pass protection? Where is that factoring into what those guys will be getting their reps?
If you can't do it, you can't play. And we've got 2 proven guys up front that can pick up, that know everything we need for them to do. We'll be ready. We'll be ready with that 3rd, 4th, and 5th guy. I've been pleased with Tariq Thomas, Julius as well, and then Andrew Chavez, a local guy that's joined our football team's doing some really nice things. And then we got some young backs in the mix as well. But we'll be 5 deep. 3 of them are going to play a lot of ball. The 4th and 5th guy will spell. We feel good about that situation. But so much goes into blocking. How much do they do that at the high school level? That transition from that level to this level where we're in your face blitzes, it's not, you can't just throw a shoulder. You got to get your feet with you, you got to use your hands, and all those techniques, we're still growing up. Coach Pryor's doing a really nice job.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
How close is this quarterback battle? How much is Mandel pushing Martin, who's coming in from a new system, but has the tools we talked about? Like, how close is this truly?
I am so pleased with Jaden Mandel. His growth, his buy-in to himself, his body. The 3rd down stuff that we just did, I was really impressed with what Jaden Mandel just did. Christian's really blessed. Big body, very talented arm, coming from a good program. So there's some ideas that he brings up that we may or may not implement into our offense. It's a really close battle, and I love that. We need 2 quarterbacks, maybe even 3. Knock on wood, maybe not, but we feel really good knowing that we have 2 leaders that huddle will respond to if and when they're in that huddle, and that's really good. Yep.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Brayden, just explain what it's felt like the last few weeks now with fall camp and how you feel like this thing has been progressing for the offensive side for you guys.
I'm excited. Our offense is getting after it. First couple of days getting the install. I'd say we've installed till about day 7, 8, slowed down a lot. Got a lot of young guys showing that they can really play at this level. I'm excited to see how we grow. Obviously we still have another week and a half until we start getting ready for USC. But you're getting ready for that the whole season throughout camp. You switch the mindset from fall camp to game prep here. Got to really finish out strong. We're kind of in the dog days, so really not taking that mentality. Something we're trying to do.
I know on the offensive line, it's always important to stretch that depth, get those guys ready. How much are you facilitating that from you as a starter, from some of the guys who are trying to make an imprint, potentially having to fill in at some points of the season?
Yeah, I do my best to coach them up too. I'm still working on a lot. I'm a young guy. That's how I still see it. I'm in that weird role where, I'm still 19, but I've played a season. So I try to help everyone out that I can, but I also try to make sure that I'm still getting my reps in, making sure that, hey, I'm getting my feet in the ground and doing everything I can to be my best for this team, because I'm really excited for this year, and I just love playing here, so excited.
In general, how you feel is that unit grasping right now the concepts that Coach Davis is providing, and of course what Coach Ferentz is bringing to you guys as well? I'm
really excited. Our run game is starting to click a lot. We'll start having a couple explosive plays every single practice. Our running backs are doing a great job. They're trusting the aiming points. Coach Davis is drawing it up great in the room, and when you just trust the coaching from Coach Ferentz, we're moving people off the ball and we're making holes. And when you got Bryson Donaldson, Speedy, and Julius Gillick's a name you guys are going to hear a lot of this year. We're starting to figure it out.
With the offensive line losing Eddie, so early in the season, how do you look at that interior offensive line, both guard spots and the center that now have to be replaced?
Yeah, everyone worries about it. What I'm going to say is we're not the only school that's going to lose someone in fall camp. It's unfortunate how early it happened, but I think Coach Ferentz said it best. You have a emotional empathy about it, but you got to get next man ready to go, because it's not like he's going to come back any sooner. The more we want him to come back, it is what it is, and we're just going to get ready for it and have someone fill it in.
One of the first names Entz mentioned at the very beginning of fall camp was Alex Rivera, this freshman that came in as like the top lineman in New Mexico. Can you share more about him as someone who was in his shoes last year, being a freshman, and then also being a freshman that can catch up pretty quickly?
Yeah, I love Alex. I hosted him on his visit here last year, and just talking football, he's a really good guy outside of football too, but he's starting to pick up the concepts. Very naturally gifted kid. He's strong, he's very athletic, and he moves really well. So I definitely could see him, get into the role and just keep developing into, a guy.
And Gino Quinones was a guy that we heard about in the offseason. Then he got hurt and didn't really play as much. But a USC transfer, I'm sure he's hyped up to play against his former team. What can you tell us about Gino and how he's approached this fall camp?
Yeah, Gino, he's approached it as, hey, like last year, I'm going to try to get some playing time. And I think he's a really good player. I love playing again, with him when he's at left guard, when they rotate him in. He's one of those guys that's got the grit. He's had multiple season-ending injuries, and this is his 7th or 8th year of football, and he's still playing, and he loves it. He has a smile every morning. He gets the room going. He's the conversation starter in our room. So him and Roland both get us going in the morning. So, I mean, it's great to have someone like that. And there's a lot to look up to, too. He's played a lot of football, so he knows a lot. So.
Am I missing anyone that I haven't mentioned yet? I mentioned Rivera and Quinones, but anyone else in that interior O-line that's really stepping up in fall camp?
Yeah, Jonah Lepatelli, that's a name you guys are going to know a lot. He's a really good player. I knew when he came in last year, he came in a little heavy. And Crab, like the unfortunate part is when you come in mid-year, not mid-year, when you come in the summer, it's kind of hard to earn playing time. Just because you got guys that have had all spring to develop. Jonah really stepped it up this spring. He's taken over that spot, I think, and I'm really excited to watch him play. And then Marquise Thorpe-Taylor, too, playing some really good football. Everyone's kind of rotating in there. Oscar, I'm really excited to see how he plays this year, and I think that's about it. Yeah.
You made a pretty important proclamation this last week. Would you mind sharing a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I got baptized on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday morning? I don't even know what day it is. I got baptized the other day in the morning. I had one of my old high school coaches do it. So that was really important to me. I was going to do it at the beginning of summer, and I got busy. Just kind of put it off, and that's on me, but I was able to get it done on our off day in the morning, and it was special because it's one of my old high school coaches who's seen me grow up. So that was pretty cool, special to me.
You go up against this D-line every day in practice. I'm hearing a lot about it. How much work is it going to be for opposing offensive line to go up against this D-line that you face?
And I tell you what, if they bring that energy that they bring every day here to the games, and I know they will, I think they're going to have a rough time. I mean, everyone saw last year Benedetto's defense did a great job. Fresno State's defense, but Benedetto's the one that's commanding it. And I mean, not only do they move, they can rush the passer, they can do it all. Our interior guys, I mean, we got DJ and Martin coming back. They're big, they're strong, but we got depth behind them. You got Mordecai stepping up, Logan Goodspeed. I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple people, but I mean, at the DN, you got Maverick Noonan, Dylan Hampson's a really good player, Sonny. I mean, that's 3. There's Jax, there's Noah Ye. We're deep on D-line right now, so I'm really excited to see how that plays out this year.
Obviously, you're more comfortable this time around at fall camp, but what have you noticed that's different from last year to this year, either for you personally or as a team, like maybe the energy level or anything that's kind of stuck out to you this time around?
It's been like 10 degrees hotter every day this year for the first week. So, I mean, everyone was really good about hydration. But I think this year our camaraderie has been a lot better. Our leadership's starting to step in. Both quarterbacks are doing a great job commanding that. And Lil Sim, or Simeon Harris, sorry, I call him Lil Sim, he's doing a great job too. We come out here every morning, he'll be like, oh, Red's not on that, Red's not on that. And so he gets us fired up. And after that first competition period, we're all firing. So I'm really excited about how close we are as a team, off the field and on the field. So that's something I'm really excited looking forward to.
Why do you call him that?
Lil Sim, I don't know, because I'm a large human, and it's just Lil Sim. You know what I mean? He's like 5'10", 5'11", 6'8". I kind of tower over him.
Everyone's
So
little to you.
yeah, I mean, that was my locker buddy last year. That's just what I called him. I said Lil Sim.
How competitive does it get between offense and defense, calling each other nicknames and boasting about each other's big plays?
Extremely. You get at each other's throats. Every school does it. It happens every now and then. We haven't had too many little scruffles, but everyone wants to win out here and everyone wants to make each other better. And I think that's something Coach Entz has done a really good job of just getting us towards a common goal. Like, at the end of the day, we're not playing each other. Like, we are, but we're trying to keep each other healthy. And so as long as it doesn't get to a point where, we're intentionally doing things that aren't going to help the team, we're good. But there definitely is some back and forth. Everyone gets excited to come out here in the morning. So.
And real quick, anything with the administrative penalties? Have you noticed less false starts, less delay of games?
Absolutely. That's been a big focus. I think yesterday or 2 days ago, we had a period where we just did straight dead. Don't snap the ball, and then we called the play. Just to make sure we're really trying to dial that in. I think that was something last year we struggled with in games. So So we're really trying to get that. We still make a couple mistakes here and there, but everyone's doing a lot better job of that. Even on the defensive side, offsides hasn't been a thing. So.
Feel good. I'm out here being with my teammates, joining the fall camp we have in the weather. It's fun.
How have you grown just from the spring to now in the fall?
Leadership role, being able to teach the guys what I retain now. Because if you could retain 90% of the information, you're pretty much able to teach now. So pretty much out there teaching, helping my brothers out.
Tell us about the depth of this running back room.
Yeah, the depth is pretty good. We got a lot of guys ready to go, hunger. We got Tariq, B, Maddox, Lucky, Gillick, Chavez. So yeah, it's a lot of guys hungry, Jalen. So it's a lot of guys hungry, ready to play, ready to show up and work.
Rayshon, you're on the short list for being one of the most versatile players in college football. Speak to your versatility and how you work to get yourself so versatile as a player.
I just think growing up, I pretty much did 3 sports, basketball, football, track. So I think I've always been pretty much versatile. My parents always kept me being active in those things. So once I had to stop doing the other pretty much sports and focus strictly on football, I think it came like it's easy due to the fact that I've been a 3-sport athlete since I was 6 years old. So now I'm 22, so it's second nature to me. So yeah.
And the importance of versatility in this running back room, what they can provide, not just in running, but pass block, all the other options. How has that been emphasized in the growth of what you guys have been doing?
Just showing the scouts the world that I can play wide receiver. I could do kick return. I could catch the ball. I can block. I can run. Like you said, just show the world that I am versatile. And that's what we're just going to keep hounding on this year.
Have you seen the other running backs in the room grow in that aspect?
Oh, most definitely. Bryson, you can see he's taking a leadership role and being versatile, catching the ball more. Maddox, Gillick, it's a lot of guys I think that are showing that, yeah, we may be seen as one way, but once we get put in those situations, we're versatile as well.
A lot of your teammates have said, compared to last fall camp, this fall camp, you can tell the team has more camaraderie and chemistry. Is that something that you've noticed, or what else?
Oh, most definitely. I think the player leadership of this team is significant different than last year. I think Ince, when he first came last year, it was pretty much the coaches kind of guiding us because it was like new, everybody just trying to figure out what's all going on. But this year, we pretty much know the system, so now the players are like pretty much running everything and letting everybody know like it's a player team, not really pretty much coaches, because you can be good when the coaches is controlling things, but if the players are controlling things, you can have a great team. So that's what we hounding on this year.
A lot of you guys have told us that too, that it's a player-led team.
Yep.
Can you describe that a little bit more? How does one ego stay in check? Whose voices are heard? How does that work for your guys' team?
I just think a lot of guys pretty much know our goal, and we're not trying to let no bad apple, sour apple pretty much mess that up for us. So if a freshman can get on me, I'm excited. Don't let me sweep under the rugs or not give it on my all. Get on me as well. So that's pretty much how it is. Literally, any and everybody can pretty much get on you, and we can take the criticism and move forward. Because at the end of the day, as brothers, we love each other. So they pretty much get on me because they love me. So yeah.
We always see the running back room staying after practice pretty much every day. So talk about the work ethic and the focus of your group.
We just willing to always get better than each other, and then of course better than anyone else out there. We're very competitive with each other. Our coach is very competitive. So any time or day we can learn or get better at something, I think that's what we pretty much do a lot. So practice probably been over for 20-15 minutes. We still out here pretty much learning, seeing what we can get better at, because that's what the game is. Because usually at practice you're learning with your team. That's pretty much what it is. But after practice you can learn individually. So that's what we pretty much do. But we just learn as a group, and it's good.
This defense had a great season, so tell us what it's like going up against them in practice every day.
It's good going against the best. I mean, that's pretty much the best we're going to see this whole season. So going against them day in and day out, I think it's good for us because we see different looks that we probably have never seen in the game. So just keeping us sharp, I love it. So I love going against them.
What version of Speedy are we going to see this season? What's something extra, secret sauce that you've added this year?
You're going to see a humble, ready to go get it type Speedy. I don't really do too much, but when it's time to go, I go. So you're just going to get a humble guy, leadership guy, a guy ready to go, put his name out on the board. So, yeah.
You guys hit a lot of home run runs last year, but improving in the aspect of just those 2 or 3 yard runs, those runs in the trenches that may not go as far as. How are you guys improving in those runs that may not necessarily be the big ones that go down the sideline? But
that's the I'm about to cut you off. That's the emphasis this year, is enjoy the dirty runs, because eventually they're gonna pop. So if we can enjoy the dirty runs, get our magic 5, every run we can get, I think it's going to end up popping, and we're going to end up having more long runs than we had last year. So just being disciplined and stay true to the track, stay true to the assignment, listen to the coaches, and then also believing in our brothers, our O-line, everybody else that's supposed to be doing their job. So just trusting the whole process and the scheme.
Magic 5, is that just kind of a saying you guys
Yes. Magic 5, figure out how we can get the magic 5 running the ball instead of 3 or 4, because 3 plus 3 plus 3 gets you 9, that's 4th and 1. 4 might get you, but 2 5-yard runs, that's first down. So that's kind of like what we looking at, magic 5.
Easy math lesson.
Yes, sir.
The quarterback room is a little bit more athletic than it was last year. Can you talk about maybe how that might affect you guys as a running back room and how that may help or hurt you guys?
I think it'll help just keep the offense versatile again, showing that a QB can run the ball, can pass the ball, can hand the ball off. Keeping defenses true to their assignment, not getting greedy or not really following their assignments. I think this year you really can't do that with us, because that's when we'll get you. So just I think the quarterback room this year is just showing the versatility that the whole offense is trying to have this whole year. So yeah.
You've grown so much over the past 12 months. Like, you came in as a newcomer last year, and you're kind of adjusting to everything around you, and now you know everything around you, and you're helping out the younger running backs. What has helped you grow as a leader over the past 12 months?
Listening to Coach AP, listening to Coach Ince, trusting what they say, and then not letting things go through one and out the other. Pretty much every time they open their mouths, I'm either jotting it down or I'm really paying attention, because most of the time the things that they're saying is not just something that you can just forget about. Like, you have to pretty much remember, because it's going to end up showing up eventually. Either they ask you in the team meeting room or in the meeting room, or if you have to come out here and showcase it. So just pretty much everything they say is just more so just listening and really paying attention and taking it in, and not just like, oh, it's another day, coach just talking.
And who instilled those habits into you to keep that notepad around and always be jotting down things and always be listening?
Of course, I think it started at Arizona. When I first got there as a freshman, that was the big emphasis. Being a pro, taking down everything, things of that nature with Coach Jed Fish, and then it just followed. Now you see it like that's what being a pro is. It pretty much, if you want to be the best, you're gonna try and be the best at everything. So what anybody is saying, you're gonna try and like listen to it, because it can help you. You're never too old to learn. So I mean, if you ain't trying to learn, like, I don't know what you're doing. Yeah.
Last question from me: how important is this year for you?
That's very important.
Future, and obviously you have a family, and how do you look at this year in terms of opportunities moving forward?
Yeah, this year is very important to me, just because I know I could change my life, my team's life, my coach's life, all that within a span of 6 months. So this year is very big for me. I know I could get to where I want to get to if I just trust the process, believe in God, and not think too much about it. So just trusting the process, really, I know I can get there.